Let's bring up Greg Schmidt from Connectwise. Greg, the stage is yours, my friend.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Well, welcome to my talk on Connectwise Security 360. I look forward to answering any of your questions, your desires, deep dive in the breakout section. Security 360 is designed to help you monitor all the security products that you have. They're the ones that are protecting your desktops, your servers, your networks, and even email. And I was thinking, how is the best way to describe this to my audience today? And I have it scrolling up here, and we'll go through a number of different screens. But the hardest part is relating this to things that you can use. And when you take a look at this, let's take a look at the audience from a standpoint of my streaming services that I bring into our homes, right? So we must learn to use the smart TVs. It's just like learning how to work with different tools from security vendors. What the problem is, I put Apple TV, just like Security 360, to be one of the platforms I could use in front of my TVs. Now I can control the TV, I can control the volume, and I can quickly get access to the stream service, the stream service that I desire to watch. Take, for example, I used Apple TV to choose YouTube TV to watch the Minnesota Vikings in their wonderful 14-win and 2-loss season just last week, just before the Super Bowl. Way to go, guys. But enough pouting from me. So when you take a look at the Security 360 interface, or I should say Apple TV, to my streaming services, we're going to be pointing out endpoints. We're going to be pointing out networks. And Kyle said, like, vulnerabilities. Everybody's watching these kinds of things. So my hope for the Apple TV comparison is helping you see why Connectwise worked with its partners to develop a much needed fast access platform to identify attack surfaces that require immediate attention. So now that I got you thinking about movies, let's discuss how Connectwise moved into the solution. The development journey was highly infused with the partners' input. Connectwise hosted, we rolled out Security 360 to our partners during the IT Nation event. IT Nation is a global community of our IT professionals, experts, and thought leaders. The IT Nation provided by Connectwise offers a variety of resources during our global events. Attendees can attend training. They have networking opportunities to meet with other MSPs. There's presentation from vendors. There's sessions that are given by the owners of MSP, and they're going to share their journeys and success and failures. So you get to rub shoulders with the best of the best and those that are just starting in the MSP world. This massive Connectwise get-together brings our partners together who are MSPs that are taking great care of the businesses that you and me all drive by every day of our life. When you take a look at the interfaces, when I'm looking at my LG TV, my Samsung TV, or my Toshiba's, that's the same kind of thing as looking at SentinelOne, Bitdefender, Proofpoint, and many other vendors. Constantly looking at different screens, dealing with different user interfaces, me getting used to this streaming service today as I choke my way through this, there was no simple answer for how to deal with all your security tools in one view until Connectwise introduced this new way to monitor and manage your security tools. So if we take the health screen, you're going to see that we can see a security score. And the security score is made up of how you're doing across endpoints, network vulnerabilities. And then you can quickly go down and say, I have unprotected endpoints. Where are those unprotected endpoints? I can see the site. So one partner told me this is a great tool for me to be able to give to my administrator that helps, delve out the work. She's not technical, but she can quickly come in here and say, well, at this company, she can go grab the engineer that's working with that company and point out to them, there's a vulnerability here. We have endpoints that you were doing that rollout, and there's 5 of them that are not there. The other thing they can quickly get into is see unsupported OSs. That was one of the biggest things to help, biggest things that will make a fail in a compliance check. So when I would work with hospitals and they wanted to keep these old systems around, when they had unsupported OSs, they would fail the audit. An OS in a hospital situation has to be current, has to be kept up. And then endpoints that are missing OS patches. Why are we letting the OS to fall behind and those kind of things? So as I go through here, I don't expect you to learn everything about it, but I do expect to give you that view of when you come in to see, hey, what's the endpoint status? How are we doing? What's the malware? What are we seeing for malware on the situations? You go into vulnerabilities. You heard Chris talk about vulnerabilities before. So we make that kind of easy for people to say, which one of my clients are sitting with the most vulnerabilities? It's like, oh my goodness, they got a lot going on here. And they can come over and see what they could do with it. We can quickly remediate it. They can pick out that, all right, let's grab this patch and get it pushed out to a system. Thanks for the ding. And when you get that pushed out, you can choose how you want to pass it out to the thing, to that system. And then it'll tell you what it's going to do. And this action is going to take care of so many endpoints and so many patches in there. So there's a lot to cover. I hope it was a good view and decide what we're doing. And we're still taking input from the customers as they see things that they like. They see things that they are confused about, and they see things that they want to add into it. So thank you for your time today. Looking forward to seeing the breakout sessions.
Excellent. Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, Greg.